The Promise87 is the latest custom keyboard kit from Wuque Studio. The company has gained quite a bit of acclaim following its excellent Ikki68 Aurora and Mammoth75 keyboard kits, and the Promise87 is its most high-aspiring project to date. It features a full aluminum chassis, a unique gasket mounting system, weights on top of weights, and one of the most unique designs we've seen on the site to date. With a price that starts at $380 and tops out at $460, it doesn't come cheap but delivers exactly the caliber of typing experience you would expect at that price. It also features an integrated moissanite gemstone with its own RGB backlighting. Design and materials. The Promise87 is a tankless keyboard kit that oozes quality. It's completely boutique and embraces aesthetics. It's impossible to look at it and not see how it blends classic peripheral with modern art. It won't make sense to everyone, especially at its price, but is downright impressive when viewed through the right lens. So, what lens is that? The Promise87 is an introductory keyboard kit. It's designed for keyboard enthusiasts that have built one or even multiple keyboards in the past. It's made for people who have seen what pre-builds and entry-level keyboards have to offer and are ready to level up, users that have spent hours on keyboard-centric forums and subreddits, poring over boutique builds and custom keycap sets, and appreciate the small details and included features that give one keyboard an edge over another. Through that lens, the Promise87 checks off multiple boxes. It's built with top-tier materials. It's heavy and fine-tuned with sound-altering foam. It has unique fancy touches like glossy chamfered edges, a mirrored back, and PVD bars across the blockers. It features plentiful preset configurations, so you can find a color scheme that matches your exact taste. Then, when you're done, Wuque offers add-ons like additional plate materials and PCB that add things like RGB backlighting or Bluetooth connectivity. Assembling the Promise87. Assembling the Promise87 is slightly more complicated than many other custom mechanical keyboards, but isn't difficult if you pay attention to the different elements of the case and components. There is no build guide published as of this writing, but Wuque Studios has been great about providing detailed, pictorial guides with each of their prior keyboards. After you've selected your switches and stabilizers, you'll begin by building your PCB assembly. The first step is laying down the pour-on switch pad, then inserting and screwing in your stabilizers. Be sure these are lubed prior to screwing them on, or you'll need to do so later when it is much more difficult. With that done, the first layer of thick pour-on foam can be applied. The PCB foam settles over the square for each switch and should be easy to align. The plate sets on top of this. Using the polycarbonate plate, there are no standoffs required. Instead, the switches themselves hold everything together. This allows for a bit more flex to the assembly and fewer steps in the build process. Installing switches on a PC plate without standoffs is more challenging than when a keyboard is fully built or if it uses a metal plate. You'll want to install switches around the edges of the plate first to hold everything together. One of the common stumbling points for this type of keyboard is not leaving room around the cutouts for the case screws. Since the Promise87 hides its screws beneath the keycaps, installing switches here can block your access to those threads, so they must be saved until the end. Typing experience. As with any custom keyboard, the typing experience on the Promise87 will vary depending on the switches, stabilizers, plate, and foam configuration you choose. Things are a bit simpler here, though, as the best sound, in my opinion, comes from using all of the foams, but switch and plate choice will absolutely make a difference. For this review, I built the keyboard using a polycarbonate plate, all of the pour-on foams, pre-lubed WS Aurora clear linear switches, and WS Aurora stabilizers. I also outfitted it with this combination should provide one of the softest typing experiences, coming in second to the POM plate, which is available as an add-on purchase and is not part of the stock kit. Gaming experience. The Promise87 isn't a gaming keyboard but still works well for gaming. It lacks the software-enabled features offered by dedicated gaming softwares from the Logitechs and Razers of the world, but is responsive enough to be used for any game you would like. In my testing, I played through multiple levels of Doom Eternal, took to the battlefield in Call of Duty Vanguard, and swung through Hell's Kitchen and Spider-Man Remastered. The Promise87 didn't miss a beat. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Keep watching and stay with us subscribing to this channel. Have a great day.